Alright, here we are back with the 6th build installment of Pikachu and Poke Ball by LEGO Pokemon. This is set number 72152. Contains 2,050 pieces, retails for $199.99, and set was provided by the LEGO Group for review. Thank you, LEGO. And yes, we're still plugging away at this. We just got done with the Poke Ball in the last installment, and we started the base. Set's still at, I think, an 8.5. It's still holding in there pretty good. The build quality's, pretty good. This is built pretty well. I do see some pieces coming off, but not too bad. I was hoping this to be hinged, but you got to take it apart in order to reposition this, which, I'm not a fan of. Matter of fact, they probably could have engineered this a bit better where it could hinge, but yeah, it's more just a display piece. Well, we got 4 more bags left, 13, 14, 15, and 16, which is going to finish up the base. My goal is to get this thing done today, probably in 2 build installments, and then I'm going to get it, get the final ups for your viewing pleasures. So. And I've been reading the comments. One of you is actually actively watching this while building your Pikachu, and I want to know how your build's going so far. I mean, I'm not dissatisfied. I'm pleased with the quality of the build. There's lots of bright colors in this. LEGO has snuck in a lot of Easter eggs. There's a lot of stuff going on here. So for me, my build experience is pretty good. Your mileage may vary if you're not interested in this stuff. But overall, just in summation from the last 5 build installments, I'm pretty pleased. Well, today we're going to be doing bags 13 and 14 in this installment here. That means I can put 15 and 16 over here. And more or less, I really want to get this one done today, because we got a long ways to go in order to get this done. But of course, just like with all my videos, before I can start, these videos are not to be considered or construed as professional product reviews, how-tos, or tutorials. These are just merely my notes. And this is not my day job. This is something I just do as a hobby for fun. The building stuff is fun. It's just the editing I don't like doing. Wording and stories and stuff I say in these videos, including the review, are my words alone. LEGO does not pay me to say anything. Of course, if they did, they'd probably want me to give them all 10s. Well, I just say what's on my mind. And lastly, don't re-upload my content without my written permission. Please, I cannot emphasize that enough. There's no need to burn through my free time in doing paperwork, unnecessary paperwork. So if you want it on another platform, just kindly ask me. Let me deal with all the details so you don't have to. It just saves us both a headache there. Okay, let's begin. Let's build it. All right. It doesn't feel like a very heavy bag. Well, we might get away with the 20-minute build here, maybe 15 minutes. I enjoy doing these. Sometimes I'll get somebody that re-uploads my stuff and it just bogs me down. So, it's just... need to do that, I'm always going to be here. That's where I'm going to be building, right there. Let me bring this thing down so we can get more of a crisper picture for your viewing pleasure. There we go, right there. Let's see here. But I mean, overall, though, I'm pleased with the set. It's not that bad. We've already done that. I just need to use it as a bookmark. And yeah, it looks like we're building another section here today. So my mind has been cooking. Right now, I am processing videos. I'm processing part 5 to Pikachu right now. I just got done filming a video tutorial, and today is the 23rd of July, 2026. I got 5 vehicles that I'm working on. Hard to believe. So 2 for this year, and then 3 for next year, maybe 4. Now, when I get vehicles done, I'm just going to film them and put them on my memberships for a later date. So I'm working on a couple of campers and trailers and boats, cars, trucks, whatever you can think of. I got a bunch of ideas. One of the tutorials that I filmed today, well, it's the only tutorial I filmed today, I was watching an anime and it was just shown in the cartoon, and I thought, you know what? That would not be a bad idea to build. And it's something you can also see in the real world. And I thought, why don't I do that? So, you know what I did. Except, it was on a video, so I can, when I got done watching my episode, I just rewind it back and say, okay, what do I need to do? Do I have the parts? Well, so chances I had the parts, so I built a rough copy in Studio. And then after that, I went and built an actual copy and then filmed the tutorial today. You will see that tutorial, I think, in September. If you're on my memberships, hopefully by the end of this week. Well, the week that I'm filming this anyways. You know what I mean? And, yeah, let's see. Sorry, I'm kind of zoning out here. Work has been kind of miserable. It's been like in the hundreds. Today was like, it hadn't even reached 90 degrees yet. Or maybe it has, I don't know. Last time I checked it was like 88 degrees outside. And, but next week we're going to be in the teens, and it's not going to be pleasant. So I'm not looking forward to that, obviously, because I don't like the heat. But I did do the Avatar, another one of my Lego haul videos, and one of you commented and said you like the Avatar. Another commenter said, "Oh, Jay, I can't believe you out of all the people, I never figured you getting into this." I mean, it's just something different, you know. But the Avatar is kind of a chore to put in videos, so what am I doing? I'm saving him for special videos. Like, I'm putting him in the intro for tutorials. I decided to do that. It would be a lot better. You know, intros, and when we get to the build, I take Jay the Surfer out. Okay. And that's pretty much what that's my game plan for Jay the Surfer. Ooh, you want me to stack these on top of one another? Boy, trying to get that apart would be kind of a pain. But yeah, I've been getting a lot of positive feedback with, and some people who are honest about Jay. Don't worry about it. We're just going to fine tune it as we go. So if you think he's a distraction, let me know, because like I said, I'm just fine tuning things right now. Whoops, we don't want that there. But remember, nothing's set in stone. It's not like, oh, I'm going to keep it because this is my channel, I'll do whatever I want. You, the viewer, also, you have a say in everything, too. There goes that lawnmower again. You know what day it is today. It's neighbor mows his yard with the, or the kid mows the yard with that loud, noisy lawnmower that goes vroom, 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 vroom. Don't ask me why. It sounds like something's falling apart. Oh man, I would not want to be mowing with that. I'd be getting me a better lawnmower, getting that one repaired. And I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that, folks. So yeah, I've been really just hitting hard with the filmings. I've been getting stuff done for your entertainment. And I'm starting to fulfill, because I'm working on, I got 2 vehicles to finish up for this year, but for regular tutorials, I'm starting on 2027 projects, so now I'm getting to the backlog of tutorials that many of you have requested. So I'm working on those as well. I got a couple of them that some people have requested out of my bigger mocks. Hey, I kind of want to build something like this. Can you help me out? I'm like, sure, it's going to be some time. Unless you're on my memberships and I can get it up there quickly. Something flew off. If I have to fish it, I'm dropping it down to an 8. Where did it go? It fell off. Yep. It fell right into the void. Sorry, leg, I gotta drop it down to an 8 because we're already experiencing parts flaking off. Alright. But yeah, I mean, it's just I'm just trying to get things done. And yeah, be careful, this stuff's gonna fly off here. But I've been getting people asking me, you know, hey, can you take requests for this? Can you build that? I always take requests. Now, it doesn't mean I'm going to be able to get to it in a timely manner. I'm doing reviews. I'm doing a lot of these sets right now, so it may take some time. Okay, it looks like it goes right here. I think. Yep. All right. So, yeah, if you want to say, hey, Jay, can you build this for me? I will try my best. Okay, we got to make 3 of these now. Yeah, so as long as you're patient with me, that's fine. Didn't get any rude comments, didn't block anybody, which is kind of a shame. I'm kidding. Haven't been working on Jay the Avatar yet, but somebody, I can't remember, I think it was Denise or someone that said, you should call your, I'm going to call you Javatar. You know, I guess I'm the only Lego YouTuber that's doing VTubing stuff. I mean, kind of go figure there. We got to be careful. What was that thing? That Kigurumi stuff? Get the whole layout there, the whole build. I already got a wetsuit. I just need to get, what is that thing? Hadata or whatever to cover your skin up so you don't have to see my hairy hands. And a mask. I'll look like a doll doing reviews on YouTube. There was somebody that did something like that. I kind of want to do that. I don't know if I want to. It's already hot in here as it is, so just imagine I'm inside the house wearing a wetsuit and all this other stuff and a mask, and you know what that means? I'd have to narrate my videos. That would be kind of a, that would be funny, huh? Just to do that. I could just see some people in the house kind of complaining about it, but dress up as a doll, doing reviews. I mean, it would be different, huh? It wouldn't be the same old thing. You know, I mean, you know, something different. I told some people in my group about it, and they kind of just thought, oh, I think you're weird if you did that. Yeah, well, weird is my middle name. I got to do things differently here. I can't make all these boring. Okay, yeah, I mean, we got to have something that we could do that's a little fun here. That guy really does need to fix that lawnmower. That was good with mechanics. I go there and rip that thing out of that kid's hand and say, here, let me fix that real quick for you. That thing sounds like a turd. I got bones falling on me over here and everything. But yeah, we're the whole caboodle. There's some people that were trying to build sets wearing that whole entire setup. They say it's hard to build a Lego set. And yes, I'm against wearing gloves doing this, but I would have to wear something that would fit or match the skin tone of my character. But I can change that. I just have to find somebody that's willing to make the mask here. Alright, where does this go? It goes right there. There we go, like that. Alright, well, we're getting somewhere, and then we got to flip it over like a pancake. And then it tells us to stick this here. I don't know if you can hear that lawnmower. It sounds like it's about to die. Oh man, I have an old lawnmower, but it's haven't used it in so long since we got the gardener here. I just don't have time to do yard work anymore. I've been so busy with work-related stuff, it's not even funny. And yeah, we're a long ways away here, and this is what we have remaining here for bag 13. Okay, we're going to be moving on to 14, and I'm not sure if I'm going to continue on or not, but let's unbox this and see here. And I want to thank everyone on my main channel and Patreon for being contributors. It's always a big help, because it helps me buy loose parts to make more tutorials for you. Without that, tutorials would be far and few. And thank you for checking out my rebrickable profile. That's always a big help. Checking out the building guide shows me that you're interested. And if you like my demeanor, how I do things on here, or me messing up on typing out titles or pronouncing names, feel free to subscribe. It's always free here. And yeah, maybe I might be able to put you to sleep, help you sleep better, because my videos are that exciting. And yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go and do 15 on this guy or not, but we're just going to start here. Because we had a small bag, so let's think about 15 minutes. So we're doing another section of the base. And yeah, making sure here. And I mean, just doing this stuff is fun, you know. Now, if I'm going to keep the Pokemon, I'll probably ditch the base. Jay, seems like you live in a noisy area. Yeah, pretty much. It's out here. People love their gas cars. Gas out here. There's some places in town it's already reached $7 a gallon. So I try to avoid driving now as much as I can. I think the air would start cleaning up if people are driving less, but out here. There's a lot of people here who say, oh, I don't mind spending that kind of money on gas. I do. I don't want to have to spend money on gas. I want to spend it on plastic bricks so I can build more tutorials for you. Now, that kind of thing. Also, after I get done with Pikachu, I'm going to do another small set, but I think what I'm going to do is start hitting these 3-in-1 sets that I haven't finished yet, like that telephone. We still got to, you remember that beautiful horse that I did? Yeah, I still got to do, I did the deer, but now I got to do the other part of it. And I got to get done with a bunch of stuff eventually. So, yeah, we got to take, starting with this blue one here. Make sure you can see what I'm doing. This is very critical. Oh yeah, I got a rant for you today. Alright, not family related, just a rant. I was filming one of my gaming videos, and it was supposed to be a series on making bases and stuff. I don't know what happened, but I accidentally muted the mic through part of the video, so it was kind of useless to even watch what I was doing. So guess who has to redo that whole thing again? Yep, me. I have to redo it. Wasn't too happy about it because I was ready to release part 2. I thought, oh, this is going out pretty well. So I think what happened is that I was using my emoticons and hit the mute button instead. So I removed the mute button, so I'm not going to bother with it. So I got rid of that. And you want to talk about me using profanity? Yeah, I was not very happy about that. So I had to just say, okay, I'm going to have to redo it. Just deal with it and move on. Don't see a lot of these in blue. So yeah, sometimes that happens. Here I'm not too worried about it because I could see the meters move. And as long as I don't see the red, I'm okay. Yeah, this camera's got it's got audio gain meters and stuff. It's got knobs to turn the gain up and down and all that stuff. Yeah, so I keep tabs on that. But so now when I do my Minecraft build videos, I'm going to make a backup of the world before we start filming, because I got to redo the whole entire series. So I've learned. Hey, lesson learned, right? You know, and I do make a lot of mistakes, even in these. You all know I make lots of mistakes in these videos. Oh, I don't see a lot of pink 2x3 bricks. That's kind of unusual, especially this. It doesn't look like anything with Pikachu, doesn't it? Maybe we're going to see just that edge. We don't know. But, you know, I just got to go in and fix that. It's just a mistake that I'm going to have to fix. So just refilm it and learn from my lessons. It happens. Let's talk about it, because some people don't know what a mistake is. You know, I make countless mistakes on this channel. You know, when I build stuff, you know, I blame Lego for it. You know, we all know what happens here. Makes us feel better. But I'll never cuss out my audience. I've seen some do that on here. I make a mistake, I just move on with it. Well, we're really doing sub-step after sub-step after sub-step. I think we got about 15, 16 minutes here. I got to do a little bit more here. Yeah, but to the tutorials, though, I got a bunch of vehicles coming up, so I'm going to start working on those after I get done with this. And it goes here. Yeah. So, Jay, you're going to have that done by Christmas? Oh, I'll have it done. I'm going to have it done tonight before I go to bed. I'm going to have it all reviewed. Get this set reviewed and out the door. It's not that it's boring. I just got, after, including this one, I have 32 sets left to do. Or maybe 31. I don't know. I've lost count. I have a bunch. And Lego, did we forget to put a call out here? I mean, I could see that, but I guess if they do it, I guess I can do it too. Also, if you look through books, Lego does make a lot of mistakes in their building guides. Keep us on our toes. But I only see, unless it's hidden somewhere, or it could, oh, there it is. The Pikachu spaceship was hiding it. But I mean, it's okay to make mistakes in these. It's not like I'm purposely messing you up, you know. But it's kind of cool, though. There's some of you that are building along with me. You know, when I did this, when I first started this channel, it was meant to park my old reviews, because I'm cleaning off my main, and I'll make that strictly into mocks and tutorials. And when I started doing this one here, and I got into the ambassador thing, I thought, why don't I just document my builds on these? Instead of just, you know, maybe first 5 or 6 sets I got, I just never documented them. And I thought, why don't I just start documenting my builds? Instead of just building them and presenting them later, why don't I just do a complete unedited build? Oh, it goes there. So that's what I did. Or what I'm doing now. So yeah, it just, this channel was more or less by accident. I was never really meant to, does that go there? Yes, it does. So that was my intent, was just to make this strictly an archive channel. That's why if you notice the URL is Archives of J. No, this is just Let's Build It now. So here we just focus on builds and reviews. Basically, you know, putting the whole thing together, seeing how the set goes together, talk about our feelings, because this will be a review channel in the future, but it's not going to be your typical Lego review channel. Now we got to let those two pieces get acquainted with each other. I'm going to start with this one here. Let's start with these two here first. because there's two pegs here I got to deal with. And then I can wiggle this one in here. Yeah. Oh, what happened there? Oh no, it broke? You know what? If yours doesn't line up right, I'm just going to do that. It seems like we're just... This is really brittle. Be very careful with that. Well, you know why? Because we're not done with it yet. We got to flip it over. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of stuff to put in down here. My goodness. Let's start with this one here first. You know, this channel's intent was just to park my old stuff, my old reviews. It will be for newer stuff, but this channel right now is still originally for parking stuff. But these are going to be the review. This is essentially reviewing right now. I'm reviewing the build, the play value, because this is basically the play. We're playing right now. I bet we're not going to see these pretty blue parts. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to let you folks out of class early today because I got to get to editing files. So I think what I'm going to do here, I mean, I can make this into an 1.5 hour long installment and just bundle it all together and just finish the base up today. That's what I'm thinking of. Should I still do it? Because right now we've almost made it up to the 30-minute mark. And yeah, okay. Back over again. Okay. Yeah, but I've been working on this one camper, and you got to muscle that in there. It's almost like an electric guitar. But I've been really getting the campers going, as I miss building. The camper I'm building is just tiny, but I'm going to be doing more of the bigger fifth wheels and stuff. It's just right now I'd like to test out my skills and see if I can make them as small as I can. Then I can get a little sloppy and make big ones again, which I think we're going to do that next year, make a big camper, a fifth wheel. Now I have a good library of parts, different colors, and that's what we're going to be focusing on. Boy, Lego, you really got this looking pretty good here. Pretty snazzy. But I mean, it's just, a lot of this stuff is going to take me time to do. Sometimes I'll get those demanding comments. I was expecting this tutorial right by now. Why haven't you done it? Well, because I have a life, you know. And I can't do it. Okay, that angular piece goes there. Okay. Oh, don't want to forget that. Bad things will happen. Boy. Yeah, this stuff's really brittle until you get it put on there. This is starting to get pretty chunky, huh? And now we got to make 4 of these. Matter of fact, you know what sounds good, but it's too hot to go get it, is fish and chips. And I'm nowhere near a beach. I mean, literally, it's kind of toasty here, and trying to get my bunch to want to do something, but I want to go camping. Girlfriend's got to get some time off. That's understandable. But there's some here like, ooh, why would you want to go camping outdoors? Or why would I want to sit inside the house all summer being bored? That would not be fun. But I'm trying to find something here. Yeah, I think we are good here. And we've already done 15 minutes, which is 30 minutes on this. I think I'm going to stop here because I got to load up another video. And did we have any parts remaining? No. Wow, that's unusual. Well, summation of thoughts. And yeah, we didn't do a whole lot in this installment today. But as you can tell, we're getting a stand here. We got our Poke Ball. And I'm going to say, yeah, it's coming along. I don't know how far we're going to get, but I know in the next installment, I'm going to have it done. I know the review is just going to be, we're going to spin it around, we're going to take close-ups. I'm not going to just bring the hand cam out on this. This is just an animal figure at best. Hand cams are good when you really need to get up and close, but something like this, it's already high resolution. I mean, I can just bring it up and show you. But honestly, though, do I think it's worth the $200? You're getting a good, very fun, colorful build. I'd say so far, $200. It's pretty fair for this. I don't feel like I've gotten cheated out. Everything is printed, no stickers. I'm happy with it so far. You know, it's not that bad. But I want to know what you guys and gals think of this set so far.